30th of April. I'm Ollie Horsh, and here are some of our top stories this morning. France is investigating allegations that its peacekeepers sexually abused children in the Central African Republic last year after a leaked UN report. The report, entitled Sexual Abuse on Children by International Armed Forces, details incidents at a centre for internally displaced people in Bangui that was under the care of French peacekeepers. The French government said prosecutors had immediately opened a case into the abuse after receiving the news last year. Swedish aid worker Anders Kompas was suspended from his post as Director of UN Field Operations, accused of leaking the confidential report and breaching protocol. The South African Development Community SADC Summit has wrapped up in Harare, with Chairman and Zimbabwe's President Robert Mugabe saying governments should work jointly to stop their nationals leaving to work in South Africa. Although industrial growth was high on the agenda, attacks on immigrants living in South Africa dominated the summit. Recent xenophobic violence in Johannesburg and Durban led to at least 7 deaths. Many Zimbabweans were affected by the attacks and around 1,000 citizens were repatriated. And elsewhere, Graça Machel, the widow of Nelson Mandela, has appealed for African unity at a memorial service held for a victim of the xenophobic attacks. Machel called the Mozambican Manuel Josias' murder a symbol of what must not happen again. The United Nations has appealed for over 400 million euros for Nepal, overwhelmed by the devastation from Saturday's earthquake. The death toll now stands at 5,489. Riot police were called in to contain scuffles yesterday as people desperate to leave the capital Kathmandu waited for buses. Amid the devastation, French rescuers plucked one man from the rubble who had been stuck for 82 hours. Thousands of people demonstrated in